Hi everyone, I'm Sheridan Nichols and welcome to Inside Bristol. Joining me today is physician Mark Borsch. He is a cardiologist with Wellmont, and we have some exciting news that's going on in Bristol in terms of a relationship that's been established between the EMS and the hospital, and it will really expedite heart attack treatment. So today we are going to talk to Dr. Borsch here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about that program. So what is going on?
Well, we've actually been treating patients for acute MIs or myocardial infarctions with angioplasty or stent for quite some time. What's new about this program is that it allows us to expedite the care quite a bit and move along much quicker in their care. When you're treating these patients with a heart attack, the saying was time is muscle. The longer it takes to treat the patient, to get to treatment, the worse the patient actually does in the long run. So the quicker we can get them in, get flow reestablished in these blocked arteries, the better they do.
So what actually happens is someone calls and they're having a heart attack and EMS arrives. What will happen, at someone's house?
EMS arrives and at that point in the past they would basically transport the patient to the hospital after they did some initial vital assessment. They could not make a diagnosis of an acute MI at the house. What's new now is equipment that allows them to transmit the electrocardiograms to the emergency room at Bristol Regional or wherever they're going, our sister hospital, Holston Valley. The emergency room physician then evaluates the EKG and is able to activate what we call the STEMI Protocol, or that's ST elevation myocardial infarction, through this, the acronym is LOHAN, is Level 1 Heart Attack Network.
Okay. So that's what we need to remember.
That's right. The emergency room physician can then activate this STEMI code, we call it, and what that does is before the patient even begins to transport to the hospital, it takes a while to set up to treat these folks, particularly at nights, weekends, that sort of thing, when the personnel are not there. So while the patient is being brought to the hospital, if it's at night or whatever, then we are notified and we activate well before the patient arrives. We try to arrive before or simultaneous with the patient. So when they arrive at the emergency department, many times they do not even have to stop in the ER. We transport them right through the ER into the cath lab, and we achieve these, what we call, used to be door-to-balloon times of less than 90 minutes. What we now try to achieve is first medical contact from the patient's home till we have an open artery within 90 minutes.
It's amazing. Okay, so what kind of a difference has this made for you?
Personally, what I get out of it is, one, improved patient outcomes. We get to see the patients, the quicker you get them, the better they do, and the hospital stay times, they're way down. We're being, now within 2 days, the patient has a heart attack, they get a stent that within 90 minutes, and they're home within 2 days, which in the past, before all this happened, they were in the hospital for days and days. Again, the angioplasty and the stents are not new. What is new now is the ability to get to them quicker.
Yeah, which is of course what everyone wants.
Absolutely.
I mean, you just want that immediate care, and then to get into your hands is, everyone sort of sighs, I think, a big breath of relief when that happens. During
the day, we can actually get them in, and we have door-to-balloon times of less than 30 minutes, to have the artery open. And Bristol Regional, within the last year, had a Mission Lifeline Silver Award where we were able to achieve these times, these target times, better than 96% of the time. That's and right. Looking back, actually going all the way back to 2009, we have only missed target 4 times.
Wow.
And that allows us over 99% of the time through that 4-year period to achieve the times, our target times.
That is great. Well, this is great news for us. Now, what about EMS? How did they go about? Do you ever meet with them or have a training? Yeah, there's interaction. There are committees that work on this, the emergency room physicians, EMS. What we've been able to do is Wellmont's been able to... A collaboration. We were talking about that earlier. We've got a collaboration.
That's the word. And what Wellmont has been able to do through, I believe, the foundation is supply the machines that are necessary to transmit these electrocardiograms from the field.
Gosh, that's amazing with technology.
Yeah,
I mean, before, and then you're going to be able to fix it with your smartphone or something next.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
it is amazing. Well, we really appreciate you coming on and talking to us. We don't always get a physician on the show, so it's really exciting for us and really fun to know that this could be a good option if something were to happen and someone was having a heart attack. So, is there anything you'd like to add?
Not particularly about the process. I think I would add that despite everything we're doing on this end, it's still important on the front end to prevent heart attacks. And if people have noticed billboards around the heart-shaped program, and this is where we look at assessing risk in younger folks before they present with any symptoms, and we can identify patients with this program of something called a calcium score that then allows us to target risk factors and treat them earlier and hopefully prevent the whole process. Once you have it, then this is very important, but more important is to prevent it before it happens.
Dr. Borsch, how do you recognize if you are having a heart attack?
Well, there are very classic symptoms for a heart attack, and then there are also a lot of other symptoms. It's been well advertised that women in particular don't necessarily have the same symptoms. The classic symptoms, substernal squeezing or crushing pain, shortness of breath, they become sweaty, the pain may go to the left arm, to the jaw. Those are classic symptoms, and it's amazing how many times the patients put it off. They say, it's indigestion, they wait it out, and every minute that goes by, you're damaging muscle. So it's very important not to put it off. There are no dumb questions. If you think you might be having a heart attack, call 911. Don't get in the car and drive to the hospital. Don't have your spouse drive you to the hospital. You want medical care right away. We can then initiate this, the Level 1 Heart Attack Network, get everything rolling. If you're transporting by private car and a serious rhythm disturbance occurs, whether you're driving or whether your spouse is driving, it won't turn out well. You need to have EMS activated. The other thing that's important is that particularly women do not necessarily have very typical symptoms. They may have back pain. They may have very vague symptoms. They may just feel weak. I've seen folks that come in and had an earache and thought they had an ear infection, and it turned out to be a heart attack. There are, if you don't know what's going on, ask for help. Call EMS. Don't delay.
Yeah, I've heard that. I hadn't heard that before about the jaw. I heard that a couple months ago, and that was the only symptom that one of my friends' moms had. There was nothing else. It was just the jaw, but that was new to me. So there are these hidden symptoms, and we definitely need to call 911. We're going to stress that. Call 911 so this program can be implemented. That's right. If you bring it, you put in, even if you get here safely to the emergency department, you've put a delay in. The whole time you're driving here, we might be getting called out at midnight at home. We also have to drive to the hospital and set up and be ready for you. So earlier we know, the better. Great. Well, thank you so much for being on today, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Well, we've had a really great lineup today, and to top it off, we've got Terrie Napier here with Parks and Rec, which is one of my favorite organizations to talk to. I was just saying, we always have the best conversations, and today we are talking about the Farmers Market Conference. Farmers Market, we all love the Farmers Market, so we're excited to hear about this conference. What's this all about?
Well, what this is we have a group of volunteers of all the market managers, and we get together once a month, and our organization kind of operates through Appalachian Sustainable Development, and that's kind of our grant source. And there's about 15, 16 of us that meet once a month and write a grant, and then we take that money and use it to support new markets that are growing or struggling markets. And about 5 years ago, we came up with this idea of having a conference. And well, this will be our 5th year. And the conference, we kind of do some classes that are just for the general public, maybe just entry-level gardening. up to multiple crops for the big farmer. With our emphasis is, one, we want everybody to eat healthy, fresh, local vegetables, but we also cultivate the farmers to bring their products to our local markets so that everybody has the opportunity to get those vegetables and other products. And we've had great success the 4 years prior, and we think this year is just is going to be another fantastic conference.
So tell us some of the details about the conference.
Okay. Conference hours are from 9 to 5, and we'll have an opening session in the gym at the Slater Community Center. And from there we'll breakout sessions, and we've got mirrored classes. We have USDA representatives from Tennessee as well as Virginia talking about the processing rules, and because they vary greatly from state to state. And then we'll have a lunch, and the lunch is part of your $10 registration, and that lunch is being provided by the Southeastern Culinary Hospitality College.
You got it. That is a mouthful.
I know. And that will be all local products, all local produce meat. So we're looking forward to that.
So you said this is the 5th year. Anything new going on at the conference this year?
Not anything really new, just new speakers, new topics, and again, everything from, we have one class that I just really intrigues me, but it's growing mushrooms. And you actually get a log, and they inoculate the log to grow mushrooms. So you can take your log home and grow your own mushrooms. That just fascinates me.
Just don't leave it in your house, because that would not be good.
Couldn't be, it could be a bad thing. Raising chickens to produce eggs, writing a business plan for your farm. We have a social marketing class that we'll be doing in our computer lab. So I think we've covered everything in this one. So some of it requested by people, some just instructors we'd met at other conferences that we've begged to come speak at our conference. So I think it's going to be exciting.
And this is sort of a great time of year to have a conference like this. I think it rejuvenates you. And
yeah, we're right there where the farmers are, they've ordered their seed and they're waiting for it to quit raining so they can start preparing their fields. So this is a good opportunity to get them in and before they start working, because they won't have time to come to a conference for the next few months.
That's right. Now, is there anything else we're missing or anything you want to add?
I don't know if I said, it's March 9th. From 9 to 5, and that's at the Slater Community Center, 325 McDowell Street here in Bristol. And pre-registration is requested. If you pre-register and pay your $10, we can assure you a lunch. You're welcome to show up any time of day. We just can't guarantee you lunch.
Okay, great. And if you want to register, where do we go?
You can go to our website. It's the application is on the City of Bristol's website. It's on the State Street Farmers Market website, or you can go to appfm.org, which is the Appalachian Farmers Market website, and the registration form is there.
Oh, now will you be there for the day? Are you going to
I will be there all day.
And what seminar are you most looking forward to?
Well, unfortunately, I just pop my head in on all of them because I will be helping people and setting things up and making sure everything goes like it should. So I'll stick my head in everything. And I hope I get one of those logs with the
with the mushrooms. That sounds great. Well, if you want to find out more information, just contact the city. That's great. Well, we are excited that you're on the show, and thanks so much for being here. We'll be right back. Well, just a last reminder, if you did see something on the show today where you'd like some more information, you can always contact the city. You can find out more about the new historic district right here in our area, or about why it is so important to call 911. And of course, we've got the upcoming conference for the farmers market at the Slater Center, which should be a lot of fun, and that's right around the corner. So again, if you need more information, just contact the city. And until next time, thank you for joining us on Inside Bristol. I'm Sheridan Nichols. I'll see you later.